Good day, Creation Church. Hope everyone's having a blessed week. The verse for today's daily bread is found in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 6, for God made his light shine in our hearts. The title of today's daily bread is The Keeper of the Light. It talks about the lighthouses off the coast of North Carolina. And everybody knows that the purpose of a lighthouse is to shine at night and so that ships don't run aground. And the most important part, or the person involved in the lighthouse, is the keeper. And they're the keeper of the light, and they do everything they can to make sure that light is always shining. Well, the most important keeper of our lives is Jesus, and he's the ultimate light giver. And so no matter what's going on, he is always there for us. And I'd like to share a moment a few years ago in our lives that where Jesus really showed us his light and seen us through a situation where the company I was working for, they decided to close the location that I was working at, and basically it turned out that I didn't have a job with that particular company. I thought I was, when it first was announced, I thought I was going to get to go to a different location and everything will be fine. But that didn't happen, and so started looking for jobs, and it's like one dead end after the other. And my daughter was fixed to be a senior in high school, and it just a lot of different situations was just popping up. But one thing that we made sure is that one thing I knew, that God was going to take care of us, that Jesus was always there. And fortunately, I was able to get a job with the parent company. They created a position for us here in Massachusetts, and so that's the reason we moved up here. And, a few years now has gone by, and looking back on it and looking at all the different obstacles that were in our way, and, just how things were just cleared out of our path. We know that it was a God thing. And that's one thing I hope that our kids can look back and just to see, according to us, faith in Jesus, that he was in charge of the situation. We were, there were some things that that was going on that was out of our comfort zone, because we had to move out of Georgia. We had to leave our oldest behind. And it was, it's a really tough situation. It was a lot harder, I believe, on Courtney than it was for me, just because of being, sometimes I guess it's just being a guy, just looking to, making sure I provide for our family. And but as we look back on it, we can really truly see how God took care of us. And like I said, I just hope our kids really understand that, and it will give them a glimpse of hope, just of how our faith shows the importance of Jesus, and hope that they continue to see how important he is, no matter what the situation is, that we can count on him. And so anyway, I hope everyone has a blessed week. I hope you got something out of the daily bread today, and just remember that Jesus is always there for you, no matter what the situation is. So, and we'll talk to you again next week. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye.